Good thing I didn't turn the mic on. And welcome, one and all, back to another edition of the Dot Comedy Podcast. I am your host, DJ Marcus, and you're joining me live in the Dot Comedy Studios. And I'm never alone. I'm with my boy, Joey LoFaro. Joe, say hello to people.
Hello, people.
And we also have in the building this pretty funny New Jersey 2021 Kandyce August. Say hello to people. And we do have a very special guest this week. Miss Amanda Dalton is in the building. Say hello, Amanda.
Hello. Call me Mandy.
Call you Mandy? All right.
Mandy. Yeah. It's an old Stinky Bear and Manilow song. Easy to remember.
Oh, man. Joey LoFaro, we are back in the building.
Where did you get Amanda from?
It says that on her...
It does not say that anywhere.
It does. It says Amanda Dalton on her...
Oh, Google.
On her Google Meet thing.
You got Googled. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was probably because I was trying to look all professional earlier today.
I'm sorry.
You know? So that's okay. Calling me out.
Give people government name out. I know.
My food stamps application, that's what I have to put on there.
Luckily,
I got it approved. So right. I've been eating rather well lately.
Food stamps are the best thing in the world.
I'm yes.
Firm believer in that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But Joey, it is another exciting week here in Dot Comedyville.
Yes, it is.
You like that? Like I did that one?
It threw me off. I wasn't expecting it.
That's a brand new one. You didn't.
I thought Dot Comedy you were going to stop, but you kept going into a town. To a tiny town.
The town of Dot Comedy.
Is that where all these festivals and carnivals you keep advertising are held?
Yes.
Dot Comedyville.
Dot Comedyville. Every week we have a nice carnival down by the lake, where all the carnies pitch their tents, and Kandyce goes to
at the carnival hole, right?
at the ha hole, down in Dot Comedyville. Oh man, Joey, it has been that long of a week. It's been a full week this week, hasn't it? Like last week we had a longer.
Yes, last week we had a very short turnaround between episodes.
Yes,
this has been a normal one.
You know what our fans got last week?
Double dose.
A 2-4 week because DJ Marcus did not do his producing duties properly, so both of those episodes posted at the same time. Good thing for us, both of them were listened to just as much. So there were no misses. There's no misses in the Dot Comedy world. We just keep on moving forward. Kandyce, looks like you're at the gym this week.
I am. I'm trying to find the quietest spot I can. I'm in a racquetball court. Is this good for
No, that's echo. The hell? It's that Bob Barker mic all over again, Joey. She does not understand sound at all.
We should just have her go around and interview random people at the gym.
Yes.
Go up to any guy just standing still and go, "Hey, bro, how much you bench?" And then just see what.
You're not even supposed to have cameras in the gym. No, I'm not doing that.
You're not supposed to have cameras in the gym?
No, they have things posted that says don't record.
Oh.
They don't want influencers in their gym.
Oh, well, here's the thing. People lie about that all the damn time because I know I've seen at least 30,000 Instagram models with the camera posted on the weights as they doing squats. Mm-hmm. And I'm not mad at them. I let them into Dot Comedyville gym. That's where Kandyce is.
Yes. So this is what happened to me this week. I started this app called Noom, and it's based on the psychology of weight loss. And so it's going well. I'm on day 4. I'm pretty excited.
All right. Has the weight loss happened?
I have I just started the app, but since I started kind of watching my weight and exercising every day, I've lost about 4 pounds.
All right. Hey, I'm proud of you.
I have found them.
Don't lose them where it counts. That's what I say. Don't lose them where it counts. We still need you to be Miss Pretty Funny.
Well, you know how much weight I put on during quarantine? Like 30 pounds.
Okay. Not bad. It's not bad at all.
I wish I put on 30 pounds. I went way over that. Oh, wow. So Noom works. That's cool. So far? Yeah.
So far, I'm responding to it. I like to learn about the psychology of things and why we think this and what motivates us like this. So it works for me. Like maybe other people just kind of, they wouldn't want to see that side of it, the mental side of eating and weight gain. But for me, it helps. It helps me understand why I'm eating and things like that.
Got it. I know why I'm eating. It's called Kraft macaroni and cheese. That's why I eat.
Hey.
Completely,
Hey, I understand completely. I fully understand. I put on the COVID 47 plus 47, and I'm doing fine over here.
I somehow lost 20 pounds and gained it all back during COVID and then gained it all back as things were opening up. Don't know how I managed to pull that off.
He's still looking all right.
Gained 40, 50 pounds. Like most people during quarantine put on a lot, not just, you know what I mean? Like a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's me.
That's fine. It's COVID weight. Once everything opens up, everybody's back to running them streets.
No, I'm sorry. I must disagree, Marcus. Some of them will be running the streets. Most of them running to McDonald's now.
Some will be forever changed.
It is a high possibility.
I mean, I'll admit, like once you get in that like bad habit of, oh, I feel like crap. Well, I already feel like crap. Might as well eat a donut. It's hard to break that cycle.
Felt that way earlier today.
That was my month of May.
Here's the thing. We can still be doing the emotional eating now, but at least the gyms are open. Remember during COVID, the gyms were closed for like 7 months. We could not work out. Or at least not work out at the gym.
Unless you were an insane person like me.
Yeah, you could work out at home. You can or Joey getting COVID and going to gyms because Joey does that. You got COVID, Joey.
I was just rolling around with sweaty people.
Oh, that's right. Joey started jiu-jitsu during COVID. That's kind of weird. Joey.
I picked during COVID to get really intimately familiar with strangers.
Joey chose the one time they said don't touch anybody to go touch people. I don't understand. Deeply touch.
And find different ways. Like the whole point of jiu-jitsu is find different ways to touch people. Like that's the whole point of it as a sport. How many ways can you touch someone at once? Like that's jiu-jitsu in a nutshell.
Yeah, that is about it.
So I've decided that I hit an aerobics regimen that seems to work for me. It's called panic attacks. It accelerates your heart rate pretty well.
I've been there. I know that workout. All right. Oh yeah. This week in Dot Comedy, Joey.
What happened?
Now speaking of panic attacks, I had the craziest dream like the other night, right? Like I had a dream that I was asleep and I went to I was asleep obviously, but
I've seen you 3 of the last 4 days. When was I going to hear about this?
This was actually either last night or the night before that I had a dream. And what in the dream me and my daughter were hanging out, and then I like dropped her off with her mother. Okay.
Oh, I get it now.
And somehow in that moment of dropping her off with her mother, it spiraled into the worst argument I've ever had with a human being. And then it turned into like her sitting at a poker table with a bunch of other like single black women telling her, yeah, go get his money. He don't need it no way. And then I just woke up and my heart was racing and I was sweating profusely. And I was like, oh shit, she's trying to kill me. That's all I could think when I woke up was, oh shit, she's trying to kill me.
So she's in like the women's version of Evil Bosses is what you're telling me.
Yes. It's the worst, dude. It was the worst shit I've ever dealt with. Like I've been having those, like I've learned that I can't sleep on a certain side of my body. Like I can't sleep on my left side. You'll
have negative thoughts?
No, I can't sleep on my right side. Now that I have negative thoughts, I somehow, I don't know why.
If I sleep on my right side, then my left brain gets mad.
That is feasible. But I think somehow when I'm sleeping on my right side, my mouth opens when I sleep. So I wake up and I have cotton mouth every time I sleep on my right side. And then I wake up and I'm like, and I'll be choking in my sleep because I can't breathe.
I hope you're washing that pillowcase.
I don't know what the fuck's going on in my life, Joey. I seriously think so. I think someone's trying to kill me.
You're waking up with cotton mouth and drooling. That's not.
I'm not drooling. I'm not. I think I'm. I don't.
Why
know.
do you think your pillowcase is moist when you wake up?
It's usually like this beard side here.
Yeah,
like all this is wet.
If your mouth is open, guaranteed the reason your mouth is dry.
It could be sweat.
But he has cotton mouth, so
how
where's
do I
the
have
moisture in
cotton
his
mouth?
mouth going?
So it's just a weird confluence of problems. You know what I need to do, Joey? It's time for me to lose weight. It's time for me. I think my doctor has said
it. CPAP machine.
I think my doctor said it enough times over the last 10 years that I think it's time for me to go ahead and listen to her.
I started taking melatonin supplements. Except I went with way too strong a dose, so I was just kind of like a zombie for like a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's kind of leveled out, and I feel kind of good.
Okay. See, I think if I get a CPAP machine, it'll keep me up because it'll be something.
No,
they don't.
I have one. I sleep with what they call the auto titrating BiPAP machine, which the only thing about that is it like phones home. So there's a cellular connection in it. Okay. So your insurance company can know you're using it since they're paying for it.
Oh,
it's true. They just want to make sure. So what you have to do is, you get used to it, but at first it does feel like you've got the alien face hugger on, right? Which is oh so sexy when you're having somebody over, right?
That's my fear. That's the one fear I have about doing that.
It's like there's no sex after that. Somebody sees you put the CPAP machine on, forget about it. Oh, it's done.
What if you have a CPAP?
You've got to make that decision.
What if you have a CPAP and the other person has headgear? Can you just be awkward teenagers together?
Couple?
Yeah, you just be freaks couple. And geeks together. It'll be role playing.
Old age freaks and geeks.
There you go.
Yeah, see,
you just got to get creative.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about getting a CPAP machine, but then I took the sleep study. Mm-hmm. Well, I took the at-home sleep study. And how do you charge me for something I had to do at home? How do you charge me like $800 for something I had to do myself? Yeah, I'm like, what doctor was involved? I can understand if a doctor had to come and like put the shit on me. I had to read manuals, strap myself together, and then sleep on my back all night. You ever slept on your back? That's the most uncomfortable way.
I've done a sleep study, and they like in the center, and the lady had to like come out and sit on the edge of the bed. I'm like, I don't need a mom right now. Like it's uncomfortable. I have wires connected to me, and I can't sleep on my side like I always do.
I sleep in the fetal position, knees tucked, head tucked. Leave me alone. Let me rest.
And this, like, she wasn't even like an auntie. She was like a young person, and it just felt weird to have like a 20-year-old sitting there acting like my grandma. Like, it was really strange.
That seems so funny.
There. I'm like, I'm not a baby. What's wrong with you?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the weirdest place. And like I said, they charge me money to take the machine. First, they charge me to get the machine to take home. And then they charge me for the results of the machine that I took home. And then they're still looking for money. I told them I ain't paying them. They called me. I said I ain't paying them. They sent me a letter. I wrote them back. I wrote back on the bill of sale that they sent me. I wrote, I ain't paying y'all, and sent it back to them. I was like, I ain't paying y'all for this shit. This is pointless. If you're taking me to court, take me to court. Say, hey, he told us he wasn't going to pay us. I think this judge needs to get involved. But that's the only time you get any money out of me, because I'm not paying y'all for the work I did.
Come get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, I think it's a valid point, honestly. and I rarely agree with Marcus, but I mean, guys.
Y'all agreeing too much today. It's freaking me out.
We've agreed on multiple topics today, and I think that's a sign, Joey. It's a sign that Kandyce and I are finally getting to the point of being together.
Yeah, Joey.
This is the awkward part of the podcast.
I gotta interrupt here, Joey. When you talked about the young person being granny on the edge of the bed, I thought that's got to be a porno movie. Going in for the sleep study, and then, oh my God. Yeah. Okay, Kandyce, you know where I'm going with this.
All right. So here's the thing about that, Mandy. I did one of these like Quizzo games on Facebook, and it said, what occupation should you have by what you look like? And what came back was 4 pictures of the same guy. One of him as a teacher, one as a fireman, one as a doctor, and one was the other one. I don't really remember that, but
Dad, I think.
But as those three things alone, and if the same guy is those three things, he is none of those things. He is a porn star.
Yeah, pretty much. Joey's ideal profession is a porn star.
There's a possibility I've missed a calling. I don't know.
You look like the guys that
I look like a lot of those guys
that play in those, that they're in those, especially those Eastern Bloc ones where they go, "Hello, Miss. Do you want an agent for 5 minutes?" Okay, wait, I'm telling y'all too much about what I watch. I went down the wrong rabbit hole.
I love that it's the same accent you use for everything.
Hey, shut up. You know I'll do accents. That's your thing. Those are the accents are
South African. What?
No, they're like, "Oh no, what are you doing in my house?" And then they're like, "Oh, let's have the sex." Like, then I will feel better about it. "Oh, you can come over anytime." That's what they sound like.
No, like he goes, "Hey, do you want to make 20,000 rupees?" And she says, "Sure." Okay, these are Czech Republic pornos. I'm not saying I'm perfect, people. Don't look at me this way. I can see both of your faces. This is why when I say certain things, both of you give me cues and I go, wait, no, that's not how you're supposed to look at me. There's a whole Czech industry of pornography where it goes down a rabbit hole. I don't know why. I don't know why I chose this on that particular month. I have my porn is monthly. Like I pick different things and I will watch certain things on a certain month, like Eastern European is a certain time of the year, and then I do African women, and then I do American black women, and then I do old black women, then I do old white women. It's
See, I jump in here, but it's so much more fun watching you dig this hole. You're digging the funny hole right now. The ha-ha hole is being dug as we speak.
Okay. I mean, shit.
Kandyce is trying to discreetly leave the gym because she doesn't want anyone else to hear this conversation. On the off chance that the people around her can hear it through their headphones.
She gets in the car.
Here's the thing. I have been feeling more well-rested and more energetic. I did realize recently that there is a downside to that, though.
Okay, what is that?
Ambition.
Well, yes.
I don't know what happened. Like, I started the week doing like 3 things, and then I went to bed, woke up, and was doing 7. Like, I don't understand. I think I need to talk to my doctor about like compulsory project starting.
Oh, you have that. If that is a thing, you have it.
I didn't know. Like, I literally like texted my girlfriend and I already knew
about her type.
I already knew it was going to be bad. So the first thing I said was, "Don't be mad."
Yeah,
because I saw her last night, and between last night and this morning, I took on 2 more projects. By the next time I talked to her, I was a captain of a football team and I was leading starting a sketch comedy show, and my excuse was that it happened by accident, which is true, but I am also keenly aware I'm the only person that's ever happened to.
Yes. The amount of things you do and the types of things you do, that only happens to you.
I don't know what it is about me that causes me to have accidental project leadership. Like, what is that a thing?
My sister does this too, and I think what she does is she keeps herself busy, and it helps her deal with her depression because she doesn't have time to just like sit in her thoughts because she's always something on the schedule, constantly something to do. And I think unconsciously that might be what you're doing.
Yeah, Joey, have you dealt with your depression?
I literally. So the scary part is, I was writing a letter to somebody who, a family friend who I hadn't talked to in a long time. And it's someone I always reach out to on Father's Day. And he reached back and said, fill me in on what's going on in your life. And he said, it's really hard to, I hope you can find some quiet time in the world today. It's so hard to find quiet time. You even bring Bluetooth speakers in the shower. Like, there's no quiet time anymore. And I literally explained exactly that to him. It's like, I don't do well in silence or complacency. If I'm sitting still, something's very, very wrong. Like it just becomes this like ensuing like cycle of procrastination and self-loathing for procrastinating. And then and donuts and eating those donuts because you feel like shit. That was the month of May. And now I tend to be, as long as I can disappear into the noise of overdoing things, I don't have to like be locked in a room with myself.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what people do.
See, I've been there.
Busy. They don't have to process their thoughts. And honestly, it can be unhealthy, but it can be a great thing. Because sometimes you're just being very productive. It probably would be healthier to really identify those feelings and process through them, because they're still there. You're just ignoring them, but you're getting a lot done. So you're dealing with it in a healthy way, because you could deal with that shit by alcoholism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're dealing with it by doing projects, so it's good.
This is like the whole like, oh, no one, someone doubts you, except that the person's me. Like the person that's doubting me is me, and so I end up fueling myself by going, well, I'll show you, and then. Like, watch this. I'm going to start a random small business. Look, we need to schedule sex now because I'm too busy. So we're going to start a sex calendar business. Like that's going to be a whole nother thing that we're just going to start tomorrow.
Hey,
I mean, I'm familiar with one of these projects you just started like today, right? Basically. I mean, last night he says, have we ever done a sketch comedy thing with DC Comedy Writers Group? And I said, well, yeah, but I just want to say I got too much on my plate, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, we've got the material. We can do this. Next day, a Google form for people to fill out with all of the listings. It was great. It was brilliant. And you really are taking the point on it. But
until I go, well, I can finish it if I wanted to, and then I'll stop.
Yeah. For me, I think ambition is way overrated. I've just come to that point in my life where I'm like, bring on whatever government program you have. COVID was great for me. I mean, I got the unemployment. I got a Section 8 housing voucher. I've got utilities paid for, and Biden gave me money towards my cable bill. I'm not kidding you. This has been wonderful for me. So I get nothing done. I love it. I'm adoring it. I don't even mind being with myself. I smell a little bit. I should shower more, but
that happens when you're alone.
Somewhere Lindsey Graham just shat his pants. Oh, the libs are giving away stuff.
Another free program from the Democrats.
Yeah,
that's all the Republicans are saying.
Somewhere
right
he's
now.
having a very hard shit on a toilet. Just water from the stone.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, it's been one of those weeks, Joey. Oh, I didn't mention a category. Yes, Asian women. It was a category I didn't mention in the cycle of my yearly calendar of pornography. I want to make sure I include them because someone called me a racist. I like Asian women. Ha! Can't be racist then. Yeah. Ha!
Do
Joey.
you though?
I'd like them. I like them when they. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to move on from that conversation before we.
What was that, Candace? I didn't hear you. That's just quiet. See, kind of shit. Oh, man. But yes, Joey, it has been a long week, my friend. But I'll tell you all about it on the Dot Comedy Podcast. But we're gonna get into some fun stuff, man. We're gonna sit down and talk to Miss Mandy Dalton. We're gonna have a conversation with her. We're gonna learn a little bit more about her.
All right.
I don't forget, talking is my hobby, so this may go on for a while.
I understand completely. I will keep note of that as we're.
This is why we.
Yeah, just cut me off. Cut my mic, because I'll keep going. I'm a source of electricity for Pepco.
Okay.
I generate electricity with my mouth. They've got me all hooked up back here.
All right.
So.
That's why your lights are so bright in your house. Like, I could never get my lights that bright.
She's powering.
Most of it, yeah. I mean, I glow.
She's powering a quarter grid of Southeast.
Hey, sounds good to me.
Yep. Yeah.
But we're gonna take a quick break, but we'll be back with more fun and more thrills on the Dot Comedy Podcast.
You feel me? So you should call me the
And this segment of That Comedy Podcast is brought to you by Carnivals. That's right, Carnivals. It's summertime, folks. You want to have some fun with the kids, have some fun with the family, come on out to the local carnival. You can see a balloon pop with some water in it. You can see a carny screw you out of your money. You can see kids throw up after spinning in a circle. You never know what you're going to find at your local carnival. Come on down today. And we're back in the That Comedy Podcast. This is DJ Marcus, and you were rocking stilettos, ho. I don't know how appropriate this song is for our guest this week, Joey.
What?
Is this an appropriate song for our guest this week?
I have
You don't see my feet. I've got stilettos.
Got stiletto pumps?
There we go.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. Oh, man, Joey. We have a special guest this week on the show.
Yes,
from the DC Comedy Writers Group, Miss Mandy Dalton. Mandy Dalton, welcome to the That Comedy Podcast.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I've been enjoying it. Hope I haven't been sticking my nose in too much at the beginning, but
no,
we need that.